Hello everyone and welcome back to the Factorio streams. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Friday, June 7th, 2019. Oh boy. Back to Angels today. So the game was updated earlier this morning to a new version. Version 1746, I think is the number now that it's up to. And it broke some things. A couple of rather important things. But before I get into that, I should note that I have actually finally noticed that someone sent me a private message, or just sent me a message on Discord asking, can I play Factorio online? Short answer, no. Partly because, one, I don't generally do multiplayer in this type of game, and two, have you noticed my connectivity issues lately? It's every hour I have been completely disconnecting, the stream's like blipped. Yeah, that's my entire internet not working for periods of like 15 to 20 seconds. And thank God I'm not actually playing an online game right now because I would be disconnecting every hour from any MMO game. So, yeah, that would not be pleasant, I don't think. Um, so yeah, that... Today, just before the stream, I should note, I have attempted a solution. I don't know if it will actually be a working solution, but I have attempted a solution because what I have done is I've gone into the modem settings and I have changed the default DNS to the Cloudflare DNS for the LAN connection, the wired connection, because my desktop is connected via wire to the modem. It actually goes into a network switch on my desk, a big, like, how many is it? 24 port network switch. That I'm not even remotely close to using all 24, but anyway. Then it goes to my PC. So I set it from... I had it originally set to the Google DNS, and I'm now on the Cloudflare DNS. So let's see if the issues were DNS issues. And also, I have set on my computer itself to use the Cloudflare DNS, I think. I'm pretty sure. So now it's... my computer itself is set to Cloudflare, and the modem is set to override to the Cloudflare. And I do hope that that helps with the issue. Now, back to the topic at hand. There was an update today, and it sort of borked. Oh, well, it looks like he's already updated here. So it borked Bob's ores. Let me actually have a look at the changelog to see if it's removed icon replacements to fix icon size error in 1746. Let's do this update. So what I have done, because it's not only Bob's ores, but it's also Angel's smelting that has an error. So this update changed stock ore icons. And what that means is that Bob's ores and Angel smelting, which have their own replacement icons to stock ores, stopped loading. They wouldn't load. The game wants to disable those. mods because of that. So what I had done before this update to Bob's ores is I just went in and I resized the icons to 64 by 64, and that fixed the game's complaints. At least it stopped the game from complaining. Now, I haven't loaded a game yet with that change, so I honestly don't know if it will work. But yeah, so 1746 added in new, like, randomized icons, new sets of icons for ores to make it look a lot better, a lot more natural for all of the base game ore types. But yeah, so we shall see how things look and behave when I load this save, if the save loads. Come on, please. There we go. Alright. So, here we go. Here we go. So, we've got the new iron and the new copper here. Look how different it is compared to the other stuff. And here's the stone going by. Yeah, compare that to the cobalt and the lead and the tin here that are not from stock. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, and then there should be a new uranium and coal as well. Ooh, tech. Hello. There's not much I can get on tech that I really need. Let's grab this one. So yeah, here's coal. Also looking really nice. A lot better. Raw, new coal sprites. Yeah, this is nice. So here's 4 coal, stone, iron, copper. And then the last one is uranium, which also has changed. So let's go have a peek at uranium. Just have a small peek right here. There we go. There's the uranium. Wow. Yeah, this is a significant improvement over stock. So, haha. Now, Bob and Angel have the task of, you know, making their ores look like stock, because stock is whacking theirs over the head, basically, at this point. So, yeah. Let's hope they're up to the challenge. Anyway, I don't really remember too much about where we left off last time. I think I remember something about having gotten coal. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty! So I had set up the coal. I am working towards robots. That's what I'm doing. I am ultimately working towards robots. To get there, I made CO2 into formaldehyde. So I made formaldehyde. I am currently working on getting cobalt and titanium on a line on the bus. That's what I was working on last time. I was getting cobalt and titanium to the bus for blue catalysts. Now that I have, like, quote, remembered that's what I was working on, let's get to it. So there's my titanium. Where is my cobalt? Cobalt is up here, so I have to branch it off somewhere. Oh, I suppose I should go pick up additional thingies. Oh, this is so pretty. It just looks so starkly different from how it used to and compared to the other stuff on the belt. On the bus, I should say. Excellent. Grab more of you, too. Huh? Oh, because I had stone in here and it brought it out here. Oh, those are also new, inventory icons. Or at least different inventory icons, I think. Good, good, good. Bringing down the cobalt. So I brought titanium down here because that's where it's going to end up being processed. So I need to do my split off somewhere around here. This is supposed to be cobalt steel. There's like none. None because there's not enough iron ore reaching back here. Yeah. There's just not enough stuff because I have not enough catalysts for everything that I need the catalysts for. Oh well. Oh wells. So, how unfortunate are we today? Quite. Quite unfortunate is the answer. Yes, quite unfortunate. Okay, metallurgy 4, sure. Just giving myself bunches and bunches of space. Excuse me. Remember what I said about doing the mixed belts for the stuff that will end up being catalysts anyway. So, welcome to the party. Blue catalysts. Now to get into a car. A car should be fine. And then just, oh gosh. Start running belt down. So I need blue catalysts because I was working on making urea and formaldehyde for resin 2 for resin for more white circuit production in particular, but circuits in general that use resin. That would be one of those oops moments, but yeah, let's just not talk about that. Ran that on the completely wrong lane. Sure, Chrome. Yeah, sort of ran that one on the completely wrong lane. Good thing I don't really need that lane in that direction. It's like, so even though I made a boo-boo here, bit of an error, it actually is fine, if only because I don't foresee ever needing electric engines or batteries bust to here, to any of this part. So, yeah, that works just fine. Okay, so I have the formaldehyde. Next is urea, which means I need to bus some ammonia. And I am making ammonia right here. It appears that ammonia will be in a brand new spot on the bus. So, what line is it? This will be, interesting. So what line? Are both of these free? That is the question of the century. What is this? Water? So I'm pretty sure all of those are used. Let me see. Sure. The use for the used up fuel cells. La di 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 da. Just verifying. Yeah. And that would be the one below. That's 2 from the nitric. Ah! My nose! My nose! I'm stuck! Let's roll. So, the message I got today, or technically Wednesday in Discord about multiplayer, got me to thinking about how I'm not actually currently playing any MMOs. And then the last MMO I played was let's say, it was Bless Online was the last. Well, technically speaking, I had gotten back into Black Desert Online briefly afterwards, but that's one that I had been playing. So the newest MMO release that I was part of was Bless Online, and yeah, I did not particularly enjoy my quality of life outside of playing the game. After putting a couple of 100 hours in, I started off, I was a member of, gosh, it was Imperium, was the guild. Veritas is the specific guild that I had joined, even though I hadn't wanted to originally be in Veritas itself. I wanted to be in the more semi-casual guild of theirs, but when the game launched and they were setting up the guilds as quickly as possible, I ended up in Veritas, and I also ended up continuously meeting all of the requirements to be in Veritas. So I just stayed there and did my contributions for activity for being in there, but the amount of time I put in, the state of the game itself, just over time, I got really tired of it, and I left. And I saw what it had done to me. I gained weight despite being on a low carb diet. I had gone up like 5 pounds, and yeah, I was like, I can't do this. I was able to recognize that I had a problem at that point. I guess now it would be considered gaming disorder, huh? Um, and I decided then I don't think I can go through another MMO launch like this, and I don't really feel like I want to get into MMOs anymore. Alright, so what am I doing again? I'm getting urea. Urea, where are you? Urea. Oh. Oh, I need it for melamine. I was like, why did I need the blue crystals again? The blue catalysts? It's like, oh, it's melamine? Resin. Resin 2. Melamine. Yes. Melamine and formaldehyde. So that's why I need that. Alright, so urea here. Interesting that it has a purified water out. Now, do I have a CO2 on the bus? No, of course not. But hey, oddly enough, I do have a CO2 right there. So I don't have to worry about the CO2 on the bus. Do I have a... What do I even, want anymore? I don't even know. Does this, need... Any of this need purified water in? Or can I just, kill it? I think I just kill it? Yeah. Clarifier. Go, go, go. Not even going to bother. then probably just gonna need more Jack's tanks. Where are my... Am I blind? Ah, there it is. Was this moved? I think this may have been moved to the correct location, but I do think it was moved. Or am I somehow running a mod that I didn't realize was enabled? I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. I feel it. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. I'm trying to stop it. Let's see. It's also quite warm, shall we say? Warm. I could get better pumps, but they're not necessary. I need engine units. Engine units. Wherefore art thou, engine units? They're back with, the blue science or something, or the electric engine units will be accepting them. Oh, wow. 3. Okay, that's good to know. Engine units. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Give me pumps. Might want more undergrounds. We shall see. It's so pretty! It's so pretty! Right, so I need to make sure that I know how many of these I've got going. Wait, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 337.5? I can have up to... I can double this if I wanted to. I may have to. But for now, it is 337. It gets... How much can get used here? Up to 202. Okay. That doesn't leave a lot. That doesn't leave Allet. Might have to shift things slightly and do a local ammonia production. What? Oh. I was looking at the wrong one. All rocks must die. I apparently didn't have any aluminum plates in my inventory either. Let me see, get rid of this raw ore stuffs. Remember, I also mentioned wanting to start making some fertilizer. Alright, that should be all I really need. I need the Jack's tank set up. Right there. Get the pump in, out. There's a reason I have those like that. How much does this consume? 165 makes 220. That should all be fine. As I reposition myself here. Of course I hit the thing. Of course I hit the thing. Let's get this moving, I suppose. Alright, so that's the urea. Let's not forget the, Aw, that's unfortunate. Fluids. Urea. Next is... I need more machines. More machines. That's next. Needs more of the circuits. Hello, tech. Give me... Sure, heat shielding. I'm not even making silicon nitride yet. I could, but... Just trying to work my way forward on everything. Yeah. So this is going to be a similar setup to this. Guess I also need some of you. I'm gonna give some space for this. Oh, right. Do I have any clay bricks in my inventory? Yes. Suppose I could use some of the concrete. Do I have concrete bricks? I have concrete. Do I have any concrete bricks? It doesn't look like it. Alright. Whoops. Why do I keep doing that? For some reason lately I've been, like, when I need to move to the left, I've been, like, going up for some reason. It's like my... And I'm not even thinking about it. It's just, it's like, oh, I need to go this to the left. Let's go to the left. And I just hit up. And it's like, oh, well, no, that's not what I wanted. Thanks. Alright, this is the blue catalysts. Oh, right, so I think they mentioned the devs today in the Friday Fast Facts that it's quite possible loaders won't actually exist in the game at some point soon. They were discussing something about loaders. That would be sad if they, like, remove the internal workings, because that would break these particular loaders that are based around what exists in the game right now. It just has some art overlaying it. Now, this should be simple enough in that I just need to split off the ore. I don't even need to split it off twice, technically. Because if I get it here, I can just, like, well, that would be inelegant, wouldn't it? Oh well. This will be lined up like so. There. And there. Why is it lined up like so? Hello. Hello, chat. Let's see, what is my spacing? How have I done this? Oh, I haven't split off from here yet. I know I split off the aluminium. Yeah, so it's... How am I? I am doing just fine. I woke up today with a bit of a headache. That's how I'm doing, pretty much. It ended pretty quickly, though, after getting up. Just wasn't particularly pleasant when getting up. Let's see here. I will then need this line, I think. Make sure everything is good to go, and then I don't have to worry, do I? It's just straight up aligned. Yeah, that's... I could just walk. Don't need to measure with these. I'm going to keep forgetting about that, because these align properly at max distance, unlike the reds. Good. I need to make some more of these. Get the... make sure that they output the fresh ones on the outside belt. Get the chem plants down. Just have a look. Melamine. Melamine should be able to be done in a liquidizer, but I'm just going to keep it like this so that the crafting speeds are the same. Yes, I need to shift back one just because I need to have an inserter in and an inserter out. If I only needed one inserter, I could have this, but yeah, you can see only one inserter. I'm going to keep this, but I still need to have two inserters. Now, what is the usage here? And what is the production here? 220... 275. Alright, I suppose I'll add one more, but I still need even more of these frickin' thingies. Give me my steel. More machines. Oh gosh, now it's complaining about something that's even further down the bus. Alright, car. Wherefore art thou? Let's go grab some thingies. Aw, I ran into a thing. Grab these, please. Why do I even have belt there? I don't know. Really? Alright, I hope this is a somewhat sufficient amount of machines. Somewhat sufficient. Okay, one more of you. Which that would mean I would be pulling 274.5. I should really add more of the ammonia production. But I have what I currently need there. I don't need that. Okay, that gives me... That gives me the throughput I need. Or what the production that I need, I should say. Throughput's fine up to 1200 per second. Yeah, so you may have noticed I don't tend to think of pipes as a pressure problem anymore. I don't bother thinking in terms of the pressure mechanic because ultimately the pipes can only move up to 1200 units per second in the current state of the game. Distance has an impact, I guess, but ultimately, like, you can get over 1200 per second by doing some shenanigans. For example, having just a line of pumps from producer to receiver or consumer. Just a line of pumps. Then you're limited only by the... You're limited to the throughput of the pump. And the pump, as you can see, this pump, pumping speed, 4,800 per second. Not much actually does 4,800 per second, but, yeah. And I think a single pipe... I don't know how you can move that much, even if you have a single segment of normal pipe anywhere in that system, so... It's... This speed of pumping, I think, ends up being a lie, pretty much. It's all a lie! So I just think of it as a pipeline, max is at 1200. That's just how I have to operate. Let's see, so this needs this and this side. Get that there. Get these input. Get all of this done, I'll do the near inserters this time for this. So I want to make sure that these output the empty catalysts on the inside lane of the circle. That's just my personal preference. Because I want the filled catalysts on the out. Alright, and then it's just a matter of yet another Jax tank. Alright, I need to think about how I will align this. Probably exactly like this. Grab a pump. And this is melamine. Melamine, where is melamine? Right there. So, melamine is only used for liquid resin. Alright, that's fine. I'm okay with this. This is fine. Next is the liquid resin, and this needs to be made in a chemical plant, of course. Let's have a look at the consumptions. Sure, let's keep grabbing stuff. Text. Alright, so that's a 1-to-1. I am going to be limited only by... What is my formaldehyde? Pretty sure it's a lot higher than... Yeah. So I'm limited by 275 per second. Ultimately, I'm limited by the ammonia I'm producing at the beginning of this whole chain, but I digress. So... 275, how close? Exactly 10. 10! Now, how much does a... I need an assembling machine. You there. Get me to steel. Machine, you give me... Now let's not forget that I need one for resin and I need one for fiberglass. So this one will be resin from liquid resin. This one uses 40 per second. And then I may want a couple of these. And then it's fiberglass boards, which are I don't want to use that recipe. Where is the other recipe? This one. This is the recipe. So this takes glass fibers in. I just have to route my glass fibers down here because I am producing them. And, yeah, it'll give me 16 per second on the fiberglass boards. And voila, I'm another step closer to the, next tier of circuits. So that will need the fiberglass in, or the glass fibers in. This can be something out, and this can be another thing out, I guess, or maybe it can be the thingy in. There we go. Just make sure I hook all that up. Now, math time! 160 and 80, that's 240. So 240-ish 9. So I can go up to 10. I will need more chem plants. Stones can die. Oh no, it looks like the stream had disconnected. That's sucks. Means my solution has failed me. That's highly unfortunate. I can tell each time that the stream sort of flickers, that my internet is flickering, because the chat room will give the message, "Welcome to the chat room," because I technically have disconnected and I have reconnected to the Twitch chat. So anytime I see that message pop up, I know that I have had a disconnect. So, yeah, that's so unfortunate. I guess I'll just have to call the ISP at this point because I am out of ideas. They are empty right now. I have no more. Speaking of having no more, do I even have enough underground? Do I even have enough undergrounds for this? I don't think I do. Yeah, but as I had said before, if I was actively playing an MMO right now and these disconnects were happening, oh, you bet your rear end I would have had this addressed a long time ago. But I'm not, so it's been like, it's inconvenient, but I don't really know what the issue is right now. Which is true, I don't actually know what the issue is. It could just be that the modem is dying. Which, I'm pretty sure the modem's been dying for a long time. But resetting isn't having any effect. Resetting the modem isn't having an effect, I should say. which is highly annoying. So I've now officially reset the modem and changed DNS settings, and I don't know what else to really do. I've done what I can on my end. Where is my bricks? So we're just about done with resin. How does that sound? That sounds pretty amazing. That sounds awesome to me. Always plan ahead. Alright, next is power. That's all. That's it, that's all, folks. Just add power to the situation. What? Oh, because I need to actually connect. Then I need the formaldehyde now. How am I gonna get the formaldehyde over here? I think that I'm just going to do it this way and not do it on the bus. That gets all of that moving. And there we go. There's my resin. My resin exists. Which lane should my resin continue to exist? Let's see. It is lane 6 on the top. And this, as you might expect, will completely replace my other resin production. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm dumb. Ish. I'm dumb-ish. Okay, resin. Now, why exactly did I... Anyway. Now, here's the thing. I need to start basically reversing what I have. So yeah, you can see, hey, this is now working significantly faster now that it has the resin that it needs. And I actually have enough resin to keep on improving my circuit production if I really want to. And I no longer am forced into producing resin from wood, which is another big benefit. Oh, this is fine, actually. See, yet again, I was like, oh, I want to go straight, and I end up pushing up. Oh, I think I might know why. Yeah, I know exactly why. It's the car. It's the car. Now, this is why I don't really... See, I did it again. I did it again. This is why I don't really like the car that much. Because the car's movement mechanics differ from your character's movement mechanics. So with the car, you move forward with W. It doesn't matter what direction you are moving, forward motion is always W. So when I'm placing these belts now, my forward motion that I want to do is to the side. So I'm like, oh, let's move forward. And it's up when you are as a character entity. So as a character entity, controls is W is up, and then A is left, D is right, S is down. But not when you're in the car. And that's what's been confusing me, I suppose, or why my... Why do I have a resin split up here? You aren't even... I probably had, like, I probably had something there that needed resin at some point in time. So, yes, now I have a lot less demand placed on my wood production. Oop, and it looks like you are facing the wrong direction. Okay. So that solves a very major issue. And it's, of course, going to back up quite a fair bit. Speaking of, I'm actually producing enough of these boards to fully cover the production of my circuit boards. which is cool. I like that very much. Am I only outputting on one lane on these circuit boards? Why am I doing that? Like, please don't do that. And apparently I had a machine not even placed. Oh boy. And then I need to think about how this one is producing. Needs more capacitors and transistors. Or, sorry, components. Basic electronic components. AKA capacitors. And transistors. Looks like I have the stuff to upgrade them. Let's upgrade the machines first. Grab some... Oh, I do not need to grab more bebs. You are cutting it relatively close on the wafers. Ooh, plastic. I would be using all of my plastic if I were to upgrade this much more. He says as he upgrades it much more. Now, the difference in crafting speed here is a hell of a lot. 125%, more specifically. So that would be one of those, oh, moments. Now that being said, I think the way I'm doing the plastic... Okay, tech. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I'll need more plastic. That's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. Or I could just say, or just be limited by plastic on this. That's fine. For now. Okay, now let's have a look at these white circuits. What's happening with these? Is it just... It should just be backing up, realistically. Oh yes, and I am producing a lot more science, because now I'm going to have a lot more of those electronic circuits being produced. The electronics are made... Electronic circuits are made right here. Can't even... I don't even have any recipes for those pumps. Hmm. Might need even more of these. Might need even more of them. You know what? I'm going to add even more of them. Get back in the car to add more. Why do I want to add more of them? Just because I'm going to need a lot of these extra when I get into making modules. What? That's just one. That's just one extra. Two. Steel. Steel. Give me more steel. How am I doing on this ferric chloride solution? That is a good, really, really good question that I don't currently know the answer to. So yeah, how many of these machines are there? Apparently 21? $47.25 per second on the ferric chloride. I think I'm producing like 200 and something, but... And it's being produced way back here. Yeah, I'm not draining. Quite yet, anyway. It's not draining. Nixie tubes doing their job. Okay. That... Oh, I need to check on who's near, who's far. Looks like everything got sorted correctly. What? Where's my resin? Ugh, what now? Now what's the issue on the resin? Okay, it's no melamine. Why no melamine? Oh. Too many empty catalysts. So yes, this can be an issue at times of too many catalysts. Just watching this system. This should fill up. Why is it not? That's 247.5. That's 275. This should be filling, yes. It needed to fill the pipes, was what I think why it took a while to start filling. Alright, now I think... we might be good. I'm going to siphon off even more, though, just to be certain. I'm actually going to put down a chest. Tech, stop bothering me. Just clearing some of the crap out of the inventory. Alrighty then, that should be that. Now I'm just going to have a look, see. What am I limited by? It's limited by these, but these are only limited by resin. Alright, so I'm just probably gonna live with this setup for now. Let's see, I have 9, 247. These are not running, so theoretically, until I need them, I could do more resin, but I'm not going to. Is it time for robots? I think the answer to that question is yes. It is beyond time for robots. So, bots. I want to get up to the Mark IIs. So, robots need lots of things. So many things. And I keep forgetting to turn off the stupid alien artifacts. Oh, I could make Mark II personal roboports. Interesting. Oh, I guess I should plop a fresh radar. Ooh, power, power. That's getting close. That's cutting things a little bit close there, buddy. It will be fine. Something tells me I'm going to need a lot more than just 5 of these. Aluminium. Kill these rocks. Tired of rocks. I don't need that section of stuffs anymore. Ooh, I am out of carbon dioxide. I was not quite expecting that. Or, oh. Oh. Power. Yeah, I guess if I'm using everything, I don't have enough power. Well, that's not good. In the slightest. Well, let's take care of that. I mean, I could start upgrading to Mark IIIs. I would need to steal some cobalt steel stuff. What is the increase? Uh, 50%? Maybe? It goes from 1.8 to 2.7. Stupid belts. Okay. You. Oh, I just need a lot of cobalt steel. That's the primary issue here. But getting more cobalt steel means getting more... Wait a second. I don't need this. Do I have enough... fuel to really feed this properly? Tell you what I think I'm going to do to help with this bit of an issue with power. I am going... Well, what I should do is I should expand my coke production, make coke pellets, and run the coke pellets up. Alternatively, I could do wooden bricks, but I really want to transition to uranium. That's what I really want to do, is go to nuclear power, but I'll leave this for now. For now, it appears as if that little bit of upgrade was enough. Oh, that cuts it so close, though. Oh well. Robots! Must get to robots. Stop getting freaking distracted. Robots! Robots ho! Off we go! Would help if I was running on a proper lane going in the same direction I am. Maybe. How is the fuel doing in here? Just fine. More machines. Okay. Robots. Needs flying robot frames. So I need to make frames. And since it's needed for science, I may be bussing frames. Who knows? Maybe. Frames. Mark II frames don't need steel, but they need aluminium. Otherwise, it's basically the same inputs. Then there's also the brains. Which, again, operate on not needing the previous tier. And there's the tools, which also operate on the not needing the previous tier. But the tools need gear wheels and bearings. Oh, boy. So... let's have fun with this. I have yet to make any of these. So, welcome to the first instance of me using... So, I'm going to use robots to make robots. Yes, that is exactly right. I am going to use robots to make robots. I did not want to do that, actually. No. Thought I was here. I'm going to need requester chests and provider chests, and I'm going to need lots of things. I'm going to need lots and lots of things. So many things. Because, you know, robots just need so much crap that requires lots of other crap. That, I want to just make sure... Make it easier on myself, is how I should put it. By... using... actual robots. So, this thing, in and of itself, doesn't really do much. What I need is the logistic zone expanders. So this has a bunch of charging ports on it, but the logistic zone expanders will do what it says on the tin and expand the logistic zone by a lot. Just add power. And I can shove in the cargo bots that I have made thus far. So what's the point of this? What is the point? Well, what this allows me to do is I set up the thingies, the buildings. It allows me to do what I have just been doing that you've seen, which is make the individual components and then box them. So I have those. I need... So I know I need the steel gear wheels, and I also need the steel bearings from steel ball bearings for some stuff. So I can dump those into a chest, and then I can do... Hey, let's get some of these, and some of these. And I just need to bring the steel plates up, basically. By doing this, I just need steel plates in. And I just need steel, and I just need aluminium to there. And here I need, aluminium, steel, different circuits, so I'll have 3 lines in, 3 mixed lines in. 1 aluminium steel, 1 BEBs and ESIBs, and 1 batteries and electric engines. And these will just dump into little chests. That requesters I need to put on my hotbar. Requesters. Although, I don't really need a requester here. Just gonna point that out. This can actually just be the provider, and I can steal from the provider this way. Isn't that convenient? You. Output. Do this properly. Then it's also... I also need... what exactly? It's these... brains. The brains of the operation. Why not 2 mix belts here? It's just because the amounts of BEVs and transistors that's needed. Boink. Speaking of stack. Aluminium. Steel. That should work. That should work. Is everything... Everything is not in my zone, though, so let's make sure I get everything in my zone. And everything is powered. Said everything is powered. Okay, I need to go pick up a lot more belts. Now, once I do pick up a lot more belts, I'm going to take a brief break to stretch the legs, use the restroom, and all of that, because it's already been over an hour and a half. Surprising, I know. Highly unusual. Ugh, come on. Pipe, please stop being in my way. Another tour of the bus. Such a beautiful bus. Big, big, beautiful buses. Out of the car. How much of this have I saved up? A good amount. A good amount. Let's get rid of the crappy stuff. all the replaced things. And that should be that. Okay. With that, it is time for a brief break. I will be back shortly as I continue to set up the production of Mark II logistic robots for the moment, and then it will be Mark II construction bots and so on and so forth. I will be back shortly. Well, that was highly convenient. I managed to go through I had a song from the Factorio music, and it played and it finished right as I was coming back. So, welcome back. Time to set up those proper Logibots. Now, once I do get Logistics Robots Mark II, these cargo bots that I just made for this purpose, they're not going to be sticking around all that long. While they are fantastic, these Angels cargo bots, did I make the Mark IIs? Or did I make the Mark 1s? I don't remember, but they carry 50 items, up to 50 items in a stack, so they are absolutely awesome. I made the Mark 1s. I shouldn't have done that. I should have made the Mark 2s. Let's upgrade them to Mark 2s to get that much, to get double, nearly double. It might be a rounding thing. 7.6 to 15.1 kilometers per second. It vastly increases the speed. Don't even know how I get thorium, but yeah. Thing is, these are really, really slow. And the last thing I want on a big network of robots is slow robots. I would rather have a cargo capacity 4 going at an extra 11 kilometers an hour than to have a cargo size 50. Well, it all depends on the workload, ultimately. It depends on the workload, and it depends on how many bots you have. I'd rather have a lot of fast bots than a few slow ones that carry more. Okay, so let's get stuff rooted. I need lots and lots of stuff rooted. So I need steel? Oh my gosh, tech, please. There's something to be said for having enabled the blah. The blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Having enabled the queue for research. But my problem with the research queue is that it often will, since it doesn't notify you with like any pop-up that of what the tech is that you just got. So I can often, or I should say anyone, unless you're really paying attention to the text, sometimes you don't realize what text you've gotten, as bad as that is. But yes, that is a thing. You can end up in a situation where it's like, did I get that tech yet? Just because it hasn't really come up at all. Because you didn't see that pop up from the tech window coming up saying, hey, you got this tech. Not having that can be as much of a hindrance as having the window pop up and annoy you. Stop what you're doing. I mean, I would like just a little thingy to the side. Maybe have, like, last 5 or 10, like, a list of, like, last 5 techs researched just on the UI. That would be ideal, actually. I would like that. I would like just a list of the last 5-ish, 5 to 10 techs that I've picked up. That would be amazing, because then I would know, when using the research queue, what exactly has been researched and what's still to come in the queue. Because that is a problem that should be addressed. Also, what should be addressed is being able to reposition items in the research queue, because you also can't do that right now. So yeah. Let's see. Multi-purpose furnaces. Electric furnace 3. Sort of made irrelevant by multi-purpose furnaces, but whatever. So steel. Alright, so you... Oh, brass gear wheels as well, so I also need a thingy. Really? You're missing so many things? Oh, and before I forget, please, for the love of God, limit everything. Like, please be limited. So if you write, this is a very important, oh god, and it's, I'm about to say something very important and the stream is disconnected. Well, crap. It's the second time, by the way. Reconnecting. It is reconnecting. How long will it take to reconnect? How long shall it take to reconnect? Wow, this is taking its sweet time. The internet's back, so I don't know why it's still taking its sweet time. Alright, so what I just had to do is, like, end the stream and restart it. Hopefully that won't... I just hope that doesn't, like, send out more notifications to people that I've gone live again, but oh well. It has come back. So... yeah, sure, whatever, grab this. Continuing along, I was going to say something very important. Oh, and you know what that ended up doing? I think that just also ended up, like, starting another video file by doing that. Oh well. I really didn't want to do that. Oh, and then of course it's It's saying I'm offline now? Excuse me? But I'm live. Twitch? Twitch, what's going on? I'm online. I know I'm online. Dashboard. What's your problem? I don't know. I don't know. I have to keep going at least for the VOD. So this is just going to have to be the way it is. This is telling me I'm streaming, but my dashboard has me as offline. Why are you offline? Are you actually live now? No, you're not. I'm trying to like force reload and cache and all that BS and come on, what is the issue? I have this is just utter complete effin' BS. Complete and utter BS. Why is it not showing my stream as being online when I am online and recording? Well, hi YouTube. I guess this for here on out will be a video just for you for the next hour or so. Unless I just do another like reset it by going ending and are we live? Hey, I'm live. Look at that. I'm actually live. So I had to completely restart Streamlabs OBS because it apparently it thought it was streaming, but it wasn't actually streaming. And then when I told it to stop streaming, it couldn't stop streaming. So I had to force close it and open it again. Wow, this is always sucks when there are technical difficulties like this, and I will just say I'm sorry if you got notifications, and I'm sorry to YouTube for this VOD being the way it is and complaining so much about stuff that's been going on, but we still have another hour to this stream, and I am not going to stop. Not going to stop for some little issue like this. Really need to get the ISP notified that there are issues with the connection, and it appears to not just be this computer either that's having issues. it does appear to be affecting the phones as well. Now, if it was my computer, that would mean that it would be my motherboard having issues, which is an even worse problem because that's a rather expensive thing to attempt to replace, considering the age of my processor at this point. The problem is, it's like, sure, it would be great if I could replace my, like, get a new processor and motherboard, but there's almost nothing out there right now worth doing that upgrade for. At best, it would be a side grade from what I have. So I have I always have to remember, an i7-5960X, which is the top-end Haswell E 8-core 16-thread processor. The equivalent of which now is like I could pay $300 for an equivalent processor, but if I'm going to get a new processor, I would want something better than what I have, and the only thing better than what I have right now that would be somewhat worth the upgrade would be $2,000 for the processor, then another several hundred for the motherboard for said processor. Yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice. It not nice. So I need brass gear wheels here as well. And this will just unload into one of those. So, the important thing that I was going to talk about before all of these interruptions with the internet flicking off, if you shift right-click on an assembly machine and then shift left-click on a requester chest, the requester chest will put in automatically all of the items that it needs for this. So it will request everything it needs. Now I will remove the aluminum plate from this requester because I will have that fed in directly. I got a tech that I don't really necessarily need. Let's get more techs that I don't really necessarily need. This is going to be brass. I need to run even more lines of belts. I will get these robots today. I will do it. It will happen, no matter how long it takes in this hour, but it will happen. How freaking far back is this bronze? Effing crap thingies. Go. Let there be belts. This isn't anywhere near the bottom, right? Yeah, so it doesn't really matter which side I... Dang it. But this matters, though. There we go. There's my cargo bot. Go get it. Go get it. Aluminium plates. Let's run those. Give me aluminium plates. And then just give me the line I need to run. Boom. I do hope that's right. Yep, it be correct. Okay, that's the Mark II tools. Now I need to feed all of these things. So it's basics, transistors, and circuit boards. That's this line. Where be the car? Down here. Because of course it is. Then all of these, both of these. Gonna run out of blues. And I need to run probably a little bit more. These guys? Maybe? Nah, they're fine. Okay. I have BEBs, I have those two, I have steel, I have aluminium. Good. First off, these guys. Then it's you, and then it's this one. Hello? Right. There's that moving. Feed my brains! Feed my brains! All of the brains. Okay, then this is 3 mixed belts. Yes. 3 mixed belts. Doinky. There's those. There's gonna be one here. This will need aluminium. Then the other one will be the batteries and thingies. There goes the aluminium. And then I know that, sadly, very sadly, what I'll have to do is, that. Because this will have to come out here. Because clearly this one is being used. This set of undergrounds is being used to feed into that. Yeah. So I know that it's next to these. Oh. Boy. This will be interesting. Alright, so this is gonna look like really weird. With the exception that it needs to be one more back. And there we go. Trying to think of ways that look nicer than this, but I'm drawing a blank. Drawing a bit of a blank on that one. And frames. All that's left, ultimately, is the actual robots themselves. Request. Aww. Request. And there we go. Logibots. Now I need to remove the cargo bots. Now I will be limited by the frames. They're the ones that take the longest. But over time, things will improve. Alright, so now everything should be moved by my Logis. My Mark II Logis. And there you have it. That's logistics. That is logistics. Then, importantly, I can move these to here. I don't want to move them to there. Well, it's partly because I sort of need to expand a little bit. Because the next step is actually going to involve a few more of these. Oh, in the form of brass gear wheels, huh? That is a lot of brass gear wheels. That is a lot of stone I have just sitting around in my inventory. Hey, how about getting a storage chest and just dumping all of my trash into it. Yeah, that works. You there. So, it's gonna be a Yua, making a Yua and a Yua. Ooh, I need power. Power poles! Give me the power poles! I'm apparently low on copper plates. That's sad. That's incredibly sad. Alright, let's go grab some copper plates. So, I've done what I wanted to do today, basically, which was, start automating production of robots. What I need to do next is start automating production of robots into, like, a roboport. And, let's just say, while you can place limiters on it, you'd be fooling yourself if you think that I would actually do that. Like, no, I sort of want 200 billion, trillion robots flying around, so I see no point in limiting my production of robots. 0 point in the matter. Speaking of which, get your butts in there. Now, granted, I might end up with more trouble with power at some point. Speaking of power, but dunk. Dunk. Hey, it's tech. Solar 3, sure. I'm actually just going to jump over this stuff and continue from here. So these are not going... Well... No! No! No, 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 no. No, go back. Now, I sort of do want more robot frames. Excuse me. There you go. I do want more robot frames. It'll be this that is different. You will become those brains. You will become those brains. Then it's just a matter of making these robots. Except construction this time. Yep, that is, as they say, that. I just want more logistic zone expanders. But I think I need, or want, these 10, 10, and the white, the electronic circuits. 10 and electronic circuits. So now things are going to start being, let's say, quite different. Quite different. I could just start doing full-on roboports, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I need, apparently, some of these batteries. Tin and aluminium. Oh, you need nickel. Nickel and titanium and plastic and... Oh, zinc. Crap. Zinc crap! Huzzah, zinc crap. Grab some of you. Then I need to go way off into the middle of nowhere to grab... Oh, right. One more thing. Boom. Wait, why no tool? Oh, that would be why. Doink, doink. That would explain things! Also, you know, of course, needs some limiters. These don't need limiters. These are limited by the logistic requests. Lots of bots running around. It's so pretty! Robots doing their thing. This is, great. They are breeding. So, welcome to the robot breeding grounds. This is how robots make more robots. Oh boy. Robots making robots. Making lots of robots. Hello, tech. Give me these. I might actually want to do some solar power, now that I'm thinking about it. It's just space. That's all you need for the solar power. Just space. So I'm heading back so I can grab some tin so I can make some Mark II roboports. Because the logistic zone around Mark II roboport is massive. Absolutely massive. Or, you know, better yet, I could just swing over here and grab these. And grab iron. Now, these chests... How many robots do you hold? Does it even tell me? It does not. Well, that sucks. I want to know how many these chests hold, but anyway. So these thingies are great. I would really actually like to make some of these large charging pad stuffs. Any hoozle. Rolling right along. Here's what I really would like to do. Once I get back, maybe it's better if I move forward. Let's get down Mark II Roboport, so you can see that's the new logistic zone. Like, now that's a logistic zone I'm interested in. Very much so. I will plop this, like, here, I guess. Then you're gonna get a requester chest. And you're gonna get a requester chest that requests all of the bots. All of the bots. And it's just gonna poop them right into my Roboport for me. So, there we go. I now have all of the bots. All of them. All of the beautiful, beautiful bots. What am I going to do with the beautiful, beautiful bots? Well, I will eventually, I say eventually, have a bot-based mall and bot-based rockets. Now, there's one thing I wanted to check. That was this. Yes, this. So it is 2 million. Why in the effing F is this 2 million when in vanilla, if you're not running Bob's, space extension requires 200,000. So if you are not using Bob's, and it's basing it off of vanilla science, space extension requires a factor of 10 less science for all of its techs. So by running Bob's, and in this case also Angels, it requires a factor of 10 more science for all of these techs for space extension. It's complete and utter BS is what it is. Anyway, next on the agenda is modules. I'm just trying to think if modules should be next on the agenda or not. I would really like to have modules, just like I like to have bots. Yeah, I apparently have one shy of 100 Logibots now. Hey, there we go. 100 Logibots have been made. Let's increase the number of zeros by like 5. That would be a lot more sufficient. Now I am completely at a loss. So I got done what I wanted to get done. That's amazing and excellent. And fantastic, even. I need to work towards getting green circuits. I need green circuits. So I am going to run fiber. I'm going to run glass fibers up here. So glass fibers need to be run. So glass fibers. Let's mark it. That is aligned. Yes, yes. That is aligned. Glass fibers. This line. This is the line. Something tells me I will need a lot more belts. A lot more belts. I'm going to actually do this one properly. All rocks must die. All rocks must Die. Well, I'm out of belt. I am out of belt. Let's grab more belt. Non-zero amounts of belt. It's so pretty, all these new icons. Brand new icons. Sprites, I should say. Oh, hello. Wait. Why? How long has that been a thing? Oops. That's a big 10 on the whoops scale. Didn't even notice that this was without power. No wonder why. That's why these never went up to 50. It's because this stuff didn't have power. Ay, 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 ay. Give me everything. And I mean everything. I mean it. Everything. Maybe not everything. Maybe not everything. Shift C. Okay, let's head on over to where I have the fiberglass. Is that a lot more? I think that's a lot more. What's going on? I guess it's backing up on iron or something or other. Copper. Copper. Are you really being that consumed? I mean, it is getting a good demand from these. Oh, and then it's less because it's officially being backed up. Ah, because you are limited by those. Because I'm eating a lot of them. Oh, because I don't have enough plastic. Right. Bottlenecks. Lots of bottlenecks. Lots of bottlenecks. You there. Come here. You there. Hello. Hello, glass. And fiber. Boards. Get out. You may now leave. Where am I going to send it? That is the next question of the day. Routing of belts. Let's see here. This one is going to this one. That is the one. Let me remove these so that I know they're in use. Now, how do I want to do the glass fibers? I guess I'll just do the same thing that I've been doing. No, not there. There we go. Now, I just need to hitch a ride in a car. Car? Where's car 4? Car 4 is there. Alright, I guess I'll grab one of these. New car time. Different car time. Ooh, you are fueled by solid fuels. Good. That means you go faster. You have some go-go juice in you to go faster. Speaking of go-go juice. Aw, I'm out. I'm all out. That's so sad. I'm all out of go-go juice. La-dee-dee-dee-da, running these belts as I now work towards my green circuits. The gloriousness of the green circuits. Boop-a-blue. Boop-a-blue, 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 boop-a-blue. That's pink. That's pink. That's purple. All the way down. How frickin' far down is this? Almost nearly all the way. What's this flashing at me up here? What's the problem? What are you flashing about? Oh, right, not having... You don't have blues! Oh. Right. That was going to be the output, so I sort of didn't arrange that correctly. Da-dee-dee-da. Perfect. Good. 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 Now, I'm not on the bottom yet, but it's easier to go down. Give me long mine, maybe? Or automation 6, not like it really matters until I get to the blue processing, the electronic processing boards. Not even remotely close to that yet. Then it's just a waiting game as the stuff comes in. Hello, glass fibers. My beautiful glass fibers are making their way down. And they will need to be welcomed to the party by having a place on the bus. He exclaimed. Part of me wants this to be both, like, the green boards and the green circuits, but I don't know. I don't know. So, the superior circuit boards, I don't really think get used for much else. It's the same with the multi-layer circuit boards. So the... Superior! I apparently had caps lock on. They are used for the Mark III brains. They are used on the Mark III brains, but here's the thing. Guess what I now have? Robots. So the question, if the concern is adding to my bus, well, guess what? I don't need to add to my bus anymore. In fact, I can replace my bus with robots. Like, I can completely replace everything with logistic requester chests and just output all of my, like, resources, raw resources, into chests. So, ultimately, I don't think I'm going to do too awfully much with regards to adding more to the bus unless we're somewhat appropriate. Alrighty then, that's going to be a thing. Now I'm also going to need the ferric chloride solution down here, so I will start running that if I can get into my car. I guess while I'm here, I should see I have 139, 140 Logibots now. They are multiplying. They are multiplying. Oh boy, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Now you may be wondering what I'm going to do about the robots as I, continue to... Actually, you know what? Boy, why didn't I just do this from the start? How am I going to convert the Mark IIs? Like, what am I going to do with the Mark IIs when I go to Mark IIIs, etc.? Like, and the Mark IIIs when I go to 4s, and 4s when I go to, fusion-powered ones. Well, it's pretty simple, really. What you do is you just take filter inserters and you output them into a provider chest. Filter inserter, take them out of roboports. Just stick those around on various roboports into provider chests and make sure that when you have your requester chest for the next one up, that you request the previous level, and then you'll have your bots that you do have go around to those provider chests, picking out what's been filtered out and essentially upgrading them for you. So that's how to take care of that. And yeah, this will be fine. Fiberglass boards into chests. Alternatively, I could have just, like, shoved them into a logistics warehouse, because that's also a thing I have right now. What is next? I was going to be running ferric chloride solution. Ferric chloride solution is here. So not too awfully far away. Right there. Ah, tech. Hello. Thorium nuclear power. I don't even have the ability to get thorium, I think. You know what? Let's do the search. Let's do the search. Thorium ore. Mined from thorium ore. That does not exist. Product of sorting. Okay, that product of progalina crystals sorting. So it appears that Mad Clowns had this in mind already. The issue is there's no individual ore sorting for thorium. I don't like that. There's no individual ore sorting for thorium. Please, Angel, since thorium I think is part of Bob's at this point in the game. Yes, it's part of Bob's. We need to have the ability in Angels to get thorium. That is absolutely required. And we need to be able to get it without things like Mad Clowns. Oh, and it looks like I disconnected again. Huzzah. Huzzah, hopefully I'm just going to ignore it this time around, and hopefully it comes back. If it doesn't, it doesn't, because this is like the last 6 minutes of the stream anyway. Okay, next. Next thing on the agenda. I need more of those. Or do I? Or does he? And real answer is, no, I don't. Oh yes, I need gold plates. That should be the next thing. Gold plates and integrated electronics. And more plastic for the integrated electronics. Oh, and for the record, going into the blue boards is incredibly simple. I mean, it's incredibly simple. Once you have the gold plates, the only real things is like, yeah, sure, silicon nitride. I have tons of monosilicon to make silicon nitride. And I have tons of monosilicon for more silicon wafers. That's fine. Sulfuric acid, sure, why not? That's fine. Gilded copper wire, that's basically just gold. That's just gold and copper cables, so that's also fine. And then it's everything you've already made before, plus multi-layer circuit boards, which are the exact same recipe as the superior circuit boards. It just requires more copper and gold and solution. That's it, and that's all. 'Tis all that is required. Okay, so if this is going to be these here, I'm going to need to have a thingy and a wafer dude. Wafer dude, where's my wafers? Wafers, wafers, there we go. Can I not do... No, of course not. Of course you can't do Then it's just really plastic that I have to worry about. Ba, ba. Alert, alert. Missing repair packs, missing repair packs. Fine. Have some repair packs, dummies. I think that's it, that's all. I think that's it, that's all. It looks like I've reconnected, fortunately enough. It has managed to reconnect. Right at the end. Right at the end. Oh, and of course, yeah, so this is going to be treated in all of my stats as if I had more than one stream today, so that's fantastic. So again, sorry for all of the issues with connectivity, and that folks have had to bear with my complaining on that front. But this is not something that I have any control over currently. So, let's review what I've done today. Bit of a review. Really, it was mostly somewhat haphazard. I honestly forget what I started with today. Honestly, I forget exactly what I started with. I was working on... So I added the urea. So here's the order of operations. It was urea into melamine, into resin, into liquid resin, into resin, and fiberglass boards, which I have only just recently run my glass fibers up here to make fiberglass. Then it was robot time! Tons and tons of robots. How many are we up to? Nearly 200 logistic bots and 138 constructions. So that's fantastic. I now have robots, and it's time to start designing around having robots. Inefficiently, mind you, designing around having robots, but, yeah, dealing with, like, you can clearly tell at this point that this main bus is not good to deal with. This main bus is at the size where it has become unruly to deal with. The sheer amount of resources it takes to maintain the expansion of the bus. The further I go out on this bus, the more resources it takes to bus what I need down at the end. So it is at the point where it's no longer all that feasible, just due to the amount of resources it requires. That being said... Oh, and it looks like I really do need a lot more copper. So that being said, I am running low on my catalysts, and that might be something to work towards. That is something to work towards. That's why I'm working towards the green circuits, so that I can get these bad boys tapped, and once I have these bad boys tapped, then I don't have to worry ever again about mineral catalysts. Like, once I have thermal water tapped, I will never have to worry about mineral catalysts ever again. So with that, we now have robots, so I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. I will see you again on Monday for more of the Angels playthrough, and a reminder that I will be back on Sunday with more of the Pyanodons playthrough. I hope to see you all then.